Hello and welcome back to Chengi's World. I am Chengi and you, my precious one, are my world, and I'm here to show you how to present as a high value, high worth and high status woman that men absolutely adore. If you're up for that, let's keep watching. Today's video is how to show him that I like him. Yes. So I had a dear friend of mine call me the other day and she said, Chengi, this guy at work, he's always coming to work and he comes in every 2 weeks. I don't know what he does there, but he comes every so often and he is so fine and I really like him, but I'm really shy and I don't know how to show him that I like him. I don't know how to move on that. So I was like, simples, girl, simples. Okay, the first strategy is to establish that he is not taken, because you do not want to put yourself out there unless this man is taken. Now, let me be very clear. Whenever you advance towards a man, you are acting in your masculine energy. So it's a very, very fine-tuned way of getting it done, because you have to, in a way, step into your masculine energy, but quickly step into your feminine energy. Otherwise, what will happen is A, you will end up attracting a feminine guy, and if that's not what you want, then you don't want to be doing that. B, there's certain conditions that have to be available. This person has to be somebody that you see regularly, somebody that is in your space, and somebody who kind of has an idea of who you are. So usually they see you in your feminine energy, being sweet, being feminine. So they kind of have an impression of who you are. It wouldn't work with a perfect stranger because it'll be way too masculine. Don't do it. Girls, do not do it. Don't run up some stranger and tell him he's gorgeous and try your luck. No, it's way too masculine, and a masculine guy is just not going to be interested. He'll be flattered, but he won't be interested. So it has to be in a situation where you go to school together, you go to college together, you work together, or it's a supplier that comes in often, all the time, and you have some communication and some banter, right? So what you need to do, number one, is to establish that he is not taken, because we really don't want to be taking other people's men or causing havoc in anybody's love life, do we? No, because we reap what we sow, and we don't want to be doing any of that. Okay, so the best way to do it is to be as forthright as possible and in as much of your flirtatious energy as you can imagine. So, step number one. Hi, John. How are you? How have things been? Oh, they've been good. And you start the banter. So, if you've got a girlfriend then, just don't beat about the bush. Go straight for it. And then he's going to think, oh my gosh, is she asking me out? But you're not going to go straight in like that. You're going to say, oh, because I think I might have a friend of mine that might be really, really good for you. So that kind of will take him off balance, because when you ask a man if he's got a girlfriend, he's kind of figuring out that you want to know if he is available for you. So you would ask as you would for a friend, right? So think of a friend of yours that you know would love him. You're not going to recommend her, but just think of yourself as being somebody who's just recommending a great guy for a great girl. So you'd say to him, so you're single? He might say, no, I've got a girlfriend, and yeah, we've been going out for a while, we're about to get married, whatever. He'll go into it, and then you're like, oh, well, that's brilliant, because I was going to hook you up with a friend of mine because I think you'd be perfect for her. Ta-da! There you go, nothing to lose. And he'll be like, oh, well, whatever. And then that kind of lets that go. Or he will say, no, I've actually broken up with my ex, or I'm actually single. Then you'd be like, great, because I have somebody that I might want to introduce you to. He's going to be like, oh my gosh, he'll be like, oh, interesting, tell me about her. Like, she's fabulous. She's just great. Sort of describe yourself. And then, he's going to be like, wow, yeah, sounds good. And then you say, well, I'm going to speak to her and see if she's interested. But if she's not, I'll be more than happy to step in. Okay. It's really very risk-free. Okay. Chances are 99.9% he's gonna be like, okay, I'll take you, girl. you know. Or he'll be like, I think I want to meet your friend, and you'll be like, okay, great, except she's me. Right? Men love that because it's flirtatious, it's friendly, you're building and escalating a relationship. And if you're friendly about it and flirtatious enough about it, and you're kind of kicking back and having a bit of a laugh with the whole conversation, it's going to make him feel comfortable. And I guarantee you 99.9% of the time, his behind is going to ask you out. Okay. But then you have a scenario where you probably work together, you probably have this sexual chemistry and this tension, but you've never verbalized it. You meet at the water fountain, you meet in the kitchen, and there's all this chemistry, and you kind of don't know what to do with it. And it's driving you crazy because you like him, but you don't want to take the risk, and he likes you, but he doesn't want to take the risk. The bottom line is, the biggest risk you're taking is doing nothing. That's the biggest risk you're taking. At the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with using the same tactics. So, you know, you meet at the water fountain. I'm sure your girlfriend's got issues with you drinking this much coffee. Okay. Assume he's taken. Assume, you know, clearly he won't be wearing a wedding band, so we can assume he's not married, right? I know there are a lot of married men that don't wear wedding bands, but by and large they do. So you would say, gosh, I wonder what your girlfriend thinks about the amount of coffee that you have. It doesn't matter if he has coffee once a day, just start off like that. And then he will say, well, she's all right with it, to be honest. She drinks more than me. You're like, well, the two of you probably have good reason to stay up at night. And then you know that he's taken, is not interested, and you can keep on moving. Or he will say, well, I don't have a girlfriend at the moment. It's like, oh, that's a shame, because I know a girl that loves coffee too that would gladly go out with you. Okay, so sort of speak of yourself as a third party, because that minimizes the risk. So I hope that helps. I hope that's a way of you letting him know that you like him without it being awkward, selling yourself without being masculine. I hope that helps. If it does, leave a comment below. Remember to hit the notification bell after you've subscribed, and I'll see you soon on my next video. In the meantime, take care of you.